Alright, hello. Welcome to my little demo of my game that I am just about to release on Steam, which clearly not done all the way. You can see that if we look at it this way, it's just a blank thing. I gotta work up the walls for that, make it look not so just endless. Basically, this game is called Gone Camping. So the story behind it is you'll be starting out here in your camp. You're back after a long period of going to college or wherever you have been, and you return home and meet up with one of your friends whose name is Mike. You and Mike decide to go out for a camping trip to kind of remember, recapture your youth, remember the old days. And Mike goes out to take a leak, and next thing you don't know where he went. So you're alone in this big forest, and it's your job to go and find him. So try to leave our camp here, and we'll go explore some of the things that I have set up already. Don't have custom handles yet for controllers, but they do exist. So this forest actually has a giant, massive lake in it, which will play a role in the story. I'm not going to say how much of a role. My dog is barking about it because he's excited, just like me. But this here is a pier. There still has to be some work done on textures and whatnot. You can see we got the water out here, and we have some, instances with the level clipping. Once the borders come in, that won't be noticeable actually. But here's the end of the pier, and boards go down. A rickety old pier to work out some of the reflectivity of the stuff here. So this is one little spot, and I'm not going to go over everything in the game right now. And it's, like I said, an alpha, so I know you're going to find things that look kind of ridiculous right now, but I'm going to add a lot more to this. This is just really to get me into the Steam Greenlight and let the game be seen so I can get some interest to it, because if I get interest, I'm more likely to be able to get it up through the Greenlight process, from my understanding. So that's part of what I'm doing here. I have these all custom-made trees that I've created myself. Just about every asset in the game is actually made by me, actually modeling everything myself. The only difference, or the only thing that's not made by me is some of the texture, like the ground texture, is kind of garbage, not mine. The sky box I gotta work on. I just basically took one and edited it down, but I will make a better one. Here's another location that will play a central role. This is the cabin, and right now it's just a pretty blank-looking cabin. Needs some more detail to be put on it. But already, it's sort of ominous and creepy out here on its own, without any light. I may put in some lights to play out shadows and make things look a little bit different later on, a little more artistic. And I need to add a doorknob to the door, because I didn't have one, but who needs a doorknob? Well, you can do that. So, here we go. We can go into the cabin. And, it's like a place like this, I'm already getting my claustrophobic feel to it. Like just walking in. And I'm not saying that, I'm claustrophobic, but it has that kind of an eerie presence without you even having to. Once you're experiencing this, it's hard to explain. The graphics actually look a lot better inside the Vive as opposed to what's going to be in my screenshots and whatnot. For some reason, screenshots come out looking like garbage every time, but from the inside, it actually looks quite good from inside the game. I've tried to set the walls and ceilings and everything to be about right. Typically, this is about how tall I am. I can reach to the top of most doors, and that's about it. I'm only about 5'7", 5'8", so depending on the scale or day. But you can also see I'm using touchpad movement because I think that's something that's sorely overlooked lately. I am also going to make it so that the control doesn't phase through things. Already, you can't put your head through things, so if I go up to this wall here and I try to walk through it, it'll actually push me back so that I'm not able to lean through an object. Conversely, with like windows, you can kind of, if you get up high enough, you can sort of look through them, but only a little bit. Anyway, this is basically just like the tech demo. Make sure I close the door here. tech demo of the game, give you an idea of some of the things that are in it, adding more every single day. What I'm trying to do, like I said with this video, is get as much interest in the game as I can, start getting the votes to get it up, possibly do some early access with it, and that's really the main thing, is wanting to get some early access out for the game, and I really actually want to have this pretty much feature and everything complete, almost 100% polished. Probably not, I mean, let's be honest, it's not going to be 100% polished by Halloween, but man, I would really like it to be, because I really want this to be a good Halloween experience for everyone. I remember my days playing video games during Halloween, and it'd always be those scary games that came out, and you would never really, you didn't really know what to expect, and it had that great feeling to it. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking of. Here's the tent. It needs a lot of work, I'm aware. The other thing is, obviously, there has to be some sort of a threat out here in the woods, right? And so, unsurprisingly, there will be a definite threat out here. There's going to be a creature. I've drawn a little bit of inspiration on something called the Jersey Devil, if you're familiar with it. Although it's not going to be like a one-legged bat creature or whatever people think it's going to, or people come up with for that idea. Basically, the monster, the creature in this story, is named Gorer, and basically what he is a boar demon humanoid type of creature. And basically what he does is he feeds on the fears of his victims before feeding on the victims themselves. So he's a very terrifying monster in my mind. I just have to actually put him in, and the theory, the mechanics with it isn't going to be so much as you're running from him trying to escape him. He's trying to scare you, and he's going to scare you. You can walk around these woods and you'll hear things. You might see things. Things might happen. You might find something in a place where it wasn't before. And you have to think, well, maybe that was Mike, or hey, maybe it was Gorer. Who knows? So the idea is, this creature is trying to scare you, and once you get to a certain level of scaredness, then he's going to get you. And that's pretty much it. It's a good concept, it's a good idea, a good way of doing things. I'm looking forward to bringing this to more life. So please share this with your friends. Get the word out on this. I really want to get this through Steam Greenlight process so that I can start getting the early access going and doing more with it. So appreciate you taking the time to look at this, and I will see you in the future, hopefully.